Yeah, good afternoon. Thank you very much for the opportunity. First of all, I'm sorry because I made some kind of a delay. Sorry for that. So, today I'll be talking about lithium and beyond lithium related technologies for storage and e mobility applications in the country. As most of you may be knowing, CSIR is working in the field of energy and energy related devices as one of the verticals of the 8 teams of CSIR. And for this energy team, this CSIR Central Electrochemical Research Institute is a nodal laboratory, and director is a nodal team director. And we have actually subdivided this particular team into 6 subverticals, wherein we'll be talking about coal energy, petroleum energy, hydrogen energy, then energy conversion related devices, energy materials and storage, and energy management, of which SICRE is concentrating mainly on the development of energy related materials and for storage devices, their application for storage devices. If we just consider energy, the key thrust areas of the present as well as future, I would say that green mobility enablement is the first prioritized thing, wherein, of course, all of us will definitely vote for fuel cells, batteries, and supercapacitors. And when it comes to energy storage, definitely we all will agree upon the potential candidates as rechargeable lithium batteries, sodium ion batteries, redox flow batteries, and other advanced systems like supercapacitors and beyond lithium based sodium ion batteries. So if you just ask me what is the kind of a market need which is related to the requirement of battery, then I would say if you just divide the market into two, one is the consumer market and the portable electronics related market. The other one is EV based, that is electric vehicle based e-mobility market. Then two different systems are getting their priority. For consumer market and portable electronics, definitely sodium ion and lithium ion will be qualifying themselves without any problem. And in the case of e-mobility, definitely for considering the current situation, we can't recommend the sodium ion batteries, whereas lithium ion as well as some kind of a hybrid mode of battery and supercapacitor. It may be lead acid and supercapacitor, or it may be a lithium and supercapacitor hybrid. So this will be the potential candidates. It will be having a lot of impact and lot of dependence on lithium batteries. And in India also, 90% of the people are commuting by two-wheelers and three-wheelers and buses. And therefore, this is high time for the country to recommend, to develop, demonstrate, and showcase in practical reality the application of lithium batteries for e-mobility. And some good sign is happening in across the country, that in Telangana, near Hosur in Karnataka, in Tamil Nadu, near Hosur. So
CSIR SICRE, we started our travel with a project called TAPSON. And this TAPSON project was started in the year 2011, and it was a 5-year project. And in 2015, the TRL was around 4. And then afterwards, we started practicing other technologies like cylindrical cells. We initially started with only 18650 cylindrical cells. Then slowly we started working on pouch cells as well as prismatic cells also. So like that the journey was going. So now the TRL is going. So the TRL is now increased from 5 to 7 to 8. And very recently, as I already told, the CSIR has given 100 crore, and this project is called ICENGIS project. So meaning
Innovation Center for Next Generation Energy Storage Solutions. So this ICENGIS project is giving us a new energy to come up with the kind of establishing a facility. The objectives of this project is could be considered into 2 phases. The first phase is will be augmenting the facility that is existing at Chennai from 100 cells per day to 1000 cells per day. So here we'll be we'll be manufacturing or producing 18650 type of cylindrical cells. And in phase 2, we'll be fabricating 21700 type of cylindrical cells and prismatic cells. So the main objective is we have to build up the local supply chain for raw material as well as for the equipment, and we have to create an ecosystem and infrastructure also in the country, by means of which we will have end-to-end indigenous supply chain, by means of which we will be able to demonstrate indigenous lithium-ion battery technology in the country. So the main aim of this ICENGIS project is we have to improve the TRL level from 6 to 8. And this is one showcasing evidence that where do we stand and to what extent we are finding ourselves closer or matching with the global standards. So this is our attempt to benchmark our product. So our product could be benchmarked with the commercially available Samsung cells, because the weight is also closely matching and the nominal voltage is 3.6 volts, capacity is 2.5 Ah of Samsung. We are coming closer to 2.3 Ah, and the gravimetric energy density is 192, which is closer to 200, and the volumetric energy density is 470, which is closer to 526. And similarly, we can benchmark our product with a commercially available Sony also. So there also, I'm just taking the similar chemistry. So NMC chemistry is only being followed by CSIR Sucre. So when you consider the voltage, it is somewhere around 3.63, and the capacity is also 2.1 Ah. Its weight, its other features are also very much comparable with that of Sony. So with this kind of confidence, we now started demonstrating the application of our cells in various devices. We started our cell for its application in torchlights a few years back. Then we moved on to battery bank. Then we showcased its application in the solar street light. Then we started using it in the e-scooter also, e-cycle and e-scooter, we are using it. So if at all you just ask me what are the various areas in which SICRI can come up with the technology lead, I would say we have active production for value-added LFP and the different variants of NMC. So in the case of NMC, whether it is 333, that is 111, or it is 532 or 622, we have the technology ready. But for 811, I won't say that we are ready with the technology. Whereas for 532, 111 and 622, we have the technology which can be very easily transferred, which is ready to transfer. And similarly, in the case of LFP, we have used one simple protocol by means of which the commercially available LFP, its performance has been modified, and we have made it applicable to high rate applications, be it 5C or 3C or even 7C and 10C. This LFP is finding its application without giving further decay in the capacity for several thousands of cycles. So this is one technology. Similarly, as I told you, SICRI is having one kind of a technology transfer with respect to different cell chemistries. If at all somebody is opting for NMC graphite, yes, we have the technology. Similarly, we can give technologies on different compositions or different combinations such as LFP graphite, LCO graphite, and etc. Similarly, in the case of sodium-ion batteries, as I already told, in the case of ICENGIS, it is a next generation energy storage solutions related innovation center. So when we are doing all these kinds of augmentation with respect to lithium-ion battery, parallelly, we are coming up with a futuristic technologies also, which is beyond lithium-ion technology, wherein a lot of thrust is being given right at this point of time for sodium-ion battery. Here again, we have technologies ready on active production in the form of cathode, anode, and electrolyte. And we have sodium-ion technology-based, that is cell chemistry-based technologies also readily available with the different possible combinations. So this is one example I can say. So for cathode, sodium-ion battery cathode, we have our own patent. And here the kind of morphology and the particle size and the arrangement in which the particles are being built in this structure, that gives the particular capacity. Recently, we came up with a thermally stable NMC cathode composition, which is finding its application. And this is one particular slide that tells you that recently we transferred our technology to Tata Chemicals. So this is a lithium-ion battery cell making technology. The team came to our Chennai center and they were there for 2 weeks and they got hands-on training and the technology was transferred successfully. And we handed over 300, 500 cells also with the TCL, which are getting validated at different places of this country as a third-party validation. And coming to sodium-ion batteries, as I told, we have a patent on cathode material, anode material, and electrolyte. Apart from that, we have the technology on how to make sodium-ion batteries also. Right now, with respect to sodium-ion batteries, we are working only on 18650 cylindrical cells, and we have never made any other variants, configurations right at this point of time. And we have already reached 0.7 Ah in the case of sodium-ion battery in its 18650 cylindrical cells. But our ambitious aim is that we have to cross 1 Ah, and soon I think we'll be able to cross that one also. So right at this moment, yes, whether it is NAIDS France or NUS Singapore, CSIR Sikri's sodium-ion battery is also comparable with their performance, and soon we'll be coming up with much more improved performance with respect to sodium-ion battery. This slide is very important because this slide tells us, and it gives us a kind of a hope that to what extent the sodium-ion battery could be made much more closer, and it could be considered as an alternative also maybe in the near future with respect to 3.2 volt lithium-ion chemistry. Meaning is, the first column I'm talking about 3.2 volt lithium-ion chemistry, it is LFP chemistry, and the other things are related to sodium ion. So if we start working in the same direction with a kind of a number of iterations on different combinations, soon this 3.2 volt sodium ion chemistry could be made very much equal to that of LFP chemistry of LIB, and we are working in that particular direction also. So I would say that in India right now, no company is making any cells, and we are still depending upon China, Korea, Japan, or some other country for even for raw materials as well as components. But one point I just want to make a mention here that with the chairmanship of Dr. V.K. Saraswat, the honorable member of NITI Aayog, CSIR Sikri has convened series of industry meetings, industry conclaves, wherein we met number of industry people, and now to some extent we have strengthened the industry-based supply chain also for the raw material, different raw materials, as well as for the end product for its further application. So we strongly believe that this ISNS project will give us definitely a way forward to meet out the requirements of the country, at least in a very small portion. And circular economy, I was listening to Professor Ilangovan's talk also. That time also the question was asked about the end of life battery. I think the question was posed for end of life capacitor also. So now in Sikri, we are attempting to give second life to batteries by means of two different approaches. One is refurbishing, the other one is recycling. Refurbishing is nothing but we will be just finding out how much amount of lithium is lost because of its utility. So exactly that amount of lithium will be chopped up, and it will be just utilized as a cathode material. So it is a one-step process. Whereas in the case of recycling, we'll be completely extracting the individual metals, like the way Professor Ilangovan was telling. We'll be taking out cobalt, nickel, manganese, iron, like every metal will be taken out individually, and we have to recook and we have to make it as a material. We are working on both the directions, like recycling as well as refurbishing. So I was going on talking about even hybrid system. Very recently, Sikri started working on the demonstration of hybrid systems. So this is one slide that I can share with you, wherein our very recent attempts to make a hybrid out of lead acid and supercapacitor and lithium ion and supercapacitor. We are just keeping this hybrid in our e-rickshaw, because in our campus we have a e-rickshaw wherein we are using Sikri developed lead acid battery, and periodically we are changing it with the Sikri developed lithium battery also. Now we are running this e-rickshaw with a Sikri developed hybrid also. And with the help of a private company, we just developed a controller. And this controller is capable of addressing the needs of LAB as well as LIB. And for the sake of understanding it in a better way, we have now added 250 kilogram of the weight as a standard weight, and we are just collecting the data as a function of how long this lead acid battery alone is working Similarly, lithium battery alone. So keeping that particular weight as the 250 kilogram as the one, we are checking the performance of different hybrids. And once the data is completely obtained, I think we'll be able to talk with a little more confidence also. So this is our preliminary attempts, and I'm hopeful of demonstrating it in the upcoming days. Thank you again. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And I'm extremely sorry that in between so many times, the number of confusions happened because of the low bandwidth. Thank you all.